Sometimes it is just too much.
So embarrassed.
Am I just talking too much?
I don't remember any of that.
There's a lot I don't remember, too. Too much information?
We say that after every one of these,
I
and for some
know.
reason, we're employed all the time.
Too much, it's ruined.
I can't believe we have a show.
We might not tomorrow.
Staci and Hutch say too much.
Here we go.
Hey.
We are saying too much. There's a nice little angel light.
I know. I was trying to block that, but maybe I'll just embrace
I
it.
think you keep it. Yeah. It
Look
looks-
angelic.
Look very angelic.
The one time.
Hey, speaking of angelic, look who's with us, Jason Stewart.
Jason.
Hey, Jason.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
We
Oh,
gotcha.
He
Loud and clear.
sounds like an angel.
He does. He is the voice of Listen Fergie.
Oh my
What a
God.
combo.
Hey there. Yeah, I can sing.
Do you enjoy being called a comedian or an actor more? Do you?
I think I'm actor/comedian. I have the actor roots. I'm like Streisand. You know, she got very famous for being a singer, but she really considers herself an actress. I got famous for being a comedian. I really consider myself an actor. And now my career has gone neck and neck.
Neck and neck with Streisand's.
Of course, yes. I'm saying that I'm exactly like Barbara Streisand. Yes.
And you had a show
I have
on...
to say something. What is your name? The guy that just talked to me about Streisand. What is your name, young man?
Hutch.
Hodge. I can
Yes.
see your legs. I don't even, and I can see almost everything. It's just,
Does that
I'm
work?
so uncomfortable now. I don't know what to say.
Sorry, I was.
Because I'll be honest with you,
I forget this is a video podcast.
Well,
sometimes.
we had a consultant come in and be like, you guys have been doing really well, but we need more white Caucasian thigh in
Yeah,
our
I
life,
thought
and that's
that's
going to
true.
take the
Yeah,
show
sorry.
sky high.
Well, I think if he would take off the jacket, it would match with the shorts. Maybe a tank top, or
I was going to go V-neck today, but I thought that'd be too revealing.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, boys, take it
Sorry,
off.
we're all just going to throw
Take
it off.
it off.
You are coming to Loons on the Lake Comedy Festival in just a week or so.
I
How have you
can't believe it. I'm coming back to Minneapolis. Who can turn the world on with a smile?
Do you love it out here?
Nothing day. I'm coming back to the TV show I watched as a kid, where everyone that was on it is dead.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I think I
Well,
just got a tour of that. It was what show was that?
Mary Tyler Moore. Oh my
Thank you.
God.
I literally just got. He says I'm new to Minnesota, and somebody just within the past week gave me a tour around Bidet Madagascar and showed me like that's where the end credit scene was. That's where this was. That's where that was. I had no idea.
Well, they filmed it in CBS Studio City in the Valley. I don't think they ever went there other than to do the credits.
Then
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a.
No, you're
No,
thinking of the one. They didn't film it here, but
Yeah, it
they
was just
filmed.
the
It was
yeah, yeah.
based here.
yeah, just
okay.
the scenes of the
It's
outside.
hard to
Just
be-
like
It's
like
hard
Little
to
House
be
of-
blonde. It's hard to be pretty. It really is. It's very
It's hard to
difficult.
convince her to go film in Minneapolis, Minnesota for
Yes.
6 months out of the year. I would imagine.
It's all
Than
right.
LA.
It's all right.
When were you here last? Is it been a while?
You know what? I think the last time I was there was when I headlined Gay Pride, I did it twice. I opened for RuPaul and I opened for Taylor Dane. And I think I was there twice, if I believe. It's hard to remember, but I do remember the boys that I met.
Oh, are they still here around?
I don't know. I can't remember names. It's too hard.
Oh, it's all right.
But I'm
This-
hoping they remember me because I remember them.
Well, maybe they'll come out and see you. That will be nice.
I hope so. I'm always excited to see people I've seen before. I also tape my first stand-up comedy album called Gay Comedy Without a Dress, actually at the Acme Comedy Club.
Good. It's a good club.
Oh, I
Right.
have just worked there forever and ever and ever, and then he ghosted me. But it's okay.
It happens.
It happens.
It happens.
In fact, we've got him right here. He's here to tell you why he goes to
No.
Oh, maybe we'll put you
That's
on that segment.
That's the comedy biz.
That
in
was-
and out.
Is this event? So I want to make sure I'm actually thinking of it because when I was reading, I was like, is it kind of a last comic standing type of vibe, like a kind of a 1v1 competition, or?
Yeah,
And
you're
not
one
for
of
me. Not for
Yeah,
me.
you-
I think that might be a component to it, but I think there's 3 or 4 headliners, and I think if I'm not correct, it's Emo Phillips, Jess Gerbino, C. Willie Miles, and Don McMillan. I think that's what I
Yeah.
was told before. I don't know if I'm still right.
Yes, Mary Mack will be there. Jamie Kennedy, Emo, Jimmy Walker.
Oh my
Don-
God. I love
Yes.
Jimmy Walker.
I
And I
know.
love Jamie. They're all these guys I've been working with for years. You know what's funny about Jimmy is that I was in Vegas headlining at the Tropicana, and he came to the show with a second or third cousin of mine. I can't remember. And he knew everything about me. And I was thinking, oh my God, how can he know me? It just so impressed me. And he was so sweet and so kind and so funny.
Yeah.
Is there competition between the comedians these days? You know, growing up in the 80s and early 90s, they were all buddy, but man, you had to work super hard just to get one headlining gig. Are you guys still
I don't
finding
think it was a competition among us. I would think it was a combination with the club bookers because they had the idea in those days. I didn't start to be a headliner until the 90s, and I headlined comedy clubs for literally probably around 25 years until I started acting so much that it became really difficult to do full weeks in places. So I would do special events, gay shows in the theaters, theater shows for Jews, group shows, one night shows only like this. So that's what I've been doing for the last 15 years. But there really wasn't among us. Comedians and actors are mostly, I'd say 90% incredibly supportive of one another. It's really great. We're sort of like a family. Like Maggie Ferris, I don't even know, and she's going to be my special guest on the show, has been so sweet. She set up an interview with a magazine for me with a friend of hers, and they called me the OG of queer comedy. Oh my God, that made me feel so great. But I don't think it's really true, but it's just nice.
Well, Maggie won the competition last year. She's kind of a friend of the station, and she's a local person. If you've seen her at the Gay Pride Parade, I know you guys did, but you just probably didn't know who she was. She rides a bike, and I think she hands out candy or ice cream or something wonderful. So therefore, I was chasing her because, I love sweet things.
She works part-time as a candy striper. Okay.
Yeah. Only at the Gay Pride Parade. That's it. That's the only place she does that.
But this competition, I believe it's yearly, and the comedians are competing for $10,000 prize. And then it starts June 4th, and up-and-comers make their way, and the seasoned pros will show off their skills like Jason does, and then, intimidate the newbies. So.
Oh, I hope not. I hope we inspire them.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
Do their best I'm sure
you will.
Yeah, that's going to really help so much.
It's too late to sign up now.
Oh, darn it.
Let me ask you this. Your comedy is, like you said, you are booked between the Jewish community, the LGBTQ plus community. Do you find that your comedy is hard to write when it comes to trying to champion causes? When it comes to trying to say, hey, we're out there, we're loud, we're proud, whatever community you're a part of, and to really make it mass appeal? Or do you kind of find it easier to write towards the things you champion?
I don't write for things. I because I don't think I'm that talented. I'm very affected by my own presence. I completely write about myself and what's happening with me. I don't go out of that box. That's my style. And I feel like I'm a funny person, so whatever I say is funny. But my job is to set it up so the audience understands me. I'm a Jewish gay guy from a big city, and I'm older than most that come. Maybe not. Then a lot of people that come and see me, a lot of my fans. So I set up the show so I explain it to them so they can remember, where this comedy come from. Like everybody has a mother. Like my mother is so funny. I mean, if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't be doing comedy. The other day, this is so funny. She says to me, I'm so tired. I can't get out of my chair. She's in her, her recliner. And I'm saying, Mom, aren't you taking a shower and stuff? She says, well, I go in there and I just do a, puss. I can't. Can I say anything here?
Yeah, I say whatever.
Puss, tits, and butt. She said I do a kiki. And I said, oh, that's really great. And she said, well, what about changing your underwear? She says, oh God, sometimes I just get so tired, I just cut them off. Just cut off those underwear. They're in a pile over there, and then the cleaning girl can use them to clean up.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. She's frugal too.
So that's what I mean is I do things that are like hashtag I do not live with my mother. She lives next door.
Okay, you'll make that distinction.
I live in a fourplex. I live up here, and then she lives one over and down. Now there's a hallway in the middle, and thank God she can't get up because I don't want to see her, see her going up the stairs, watching me do whatever I'm doing. And God knows she will, because she's in all my business. But I mean, kids would walk by my house, they throw balls on my grass, and now I take them.
It was
if
so interesting.
If they're over 21, they get to stay.
It was so interesting to say, because you don't think about, I'm not a comedian, I don't write, but to say that you don't write for others, you write for your own life. That's got to be. Is that kind of hard then, if someone doesn't laugh at a joke that maybe you think is hilarious?
No, I've been doing this for 42 years, and I look at you and I'm thinking, I want to say, what made you decide to wear that baggy shirt? You look like a cute guy. Wear something that fits. Nobody's going to want to have sex with you.
Well, first off, it's so cold in this studio that we have to wear things that are so unattractive. You should see the Columbia Blue.
No, you don't. Find yourself a woman or a gay man to help you. Jeez Louise.
I will. Here.
Oh no, you should have kept it on.
It's an athletic shorts and a polo.
Now you look cute. Now you look cute. Are you married? Are you married?
I am married. Yes.
I knew you were, because you look like you don't care anymore. You look like you've given up.
Yeah, see, he's given up.
He's
to someone who's questioning decisions.
But it is the second marriage, so.
Oh, of course, second marriage, so it's working out better. So it's a little open.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I'm so glad he's got
my beautiful blonde boy. Are you wearing a goatee, or is that a beard?
Me?
No, the other guy that's the beautiful blonde boy. The other one.
Me?
The other one. No, not you, honey. Not you. Believe me.
We're going back to me?
No,
I would never pull off a goatee. I just can't grow a proper beard at 33.
Okay. So you're trying. You're like a 12-year-old boy trying. Then I can't talk to you because you're underage. I mean,
hey, I have a question for you.
I'm the cutest gray-haired teenager of all time.
When you do bring a date home, this is a question that popped in my head. Do you have to be quiet going past your mom's door, or how do you do that? How do you, date when your mom's down over there, different apartment, don't live together?
Oh, that's a good question.
All my dates are gagged. Yeah, that's how I do it.
So Marie Barone can't hear.
Marie Barone is putting her ear by the door and just hears that's funny.
You're awesome.
Well, and this beautiful gal with the long hair who's in the dark. Why are you in the dark? Where's your light? Where's your makeup light?
It's broken, but I have this reading lamp.
So it's okay. That's a little. So it's broken. Now you're working at a radio station. Not one person in this whole station couldn't go out and get you a fakakta light to put in front. Oh, now look at that. Now you look like a crazy person.
I
am a crazy person. This is shining a light on it.
You look like you're in the Blair Witch Project now. They're getting us,
Help. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. We are getting new equipment apparently, but I believe it when I see it.
Okay, honestly, we're waiting for next Shavuos. Okay, that's
wonderful. I guess so. Yeah, I guess
that's for my Jewish friends.
I'm the workhorse. It's Alex who's the pretty one.
And I'm struggling at that as well. So
Alex told me last night he was a little drunk.
Yes, I know.
We got the times mixed up, and him and I, are 2 minutes from a trial, and he was so sweet and cute on the line. I thought, so just for a minute, I just pretended I was dating him, because I'm lonely and I'm sad. I'm all by myself.
Nice.
Thank you. So
we did hear he called you by the wrong name.
Aren't you Alex?
No.
Yeah, no.
He called you John.
Oh yes. Well, once a
that
John.
was my first sign, because I got an email and I said, oh no, something's messed up on this. And I thought about, okay, I've had a few strong IPAs and an appetizer. I feel okay though. And then the first thing I say is, hey, John, it's Jason. Oh, yeah. Maybe I'm not quite okay. Shoot. And then I immediately regretted everything.
Alex, you called me. Remember?
Yes, I do. I do. And then I regretted it, because I was like, maybe I'm not in the right frame of mind to guest book at this moment.
No, you were fine. You were adorable and sweet, and and just honestly, I'm sure you'll show me around once I get to Minneapolis.
I would like that honor. I owe you now. I'd like that honor.
Don't say that, because if you don't come through, I'll cry.
Oh, he'll come through.
Well, you're here on the first night, June 4th, right?
Yeah, I'm opening up the show. It's so exciting. What?
How long are you staying?
I'm going to come in on the 3rd. I do the show on the 4th, and I leave on the 5th, and on the 6th I'm shooting a movie. So I'm going right, It's the whole week is sort of crazy. This week, the next week is going to be nuts. Saturday, I'm doing a benefit in LA for my friend Lee Garlington for Down people of needs. And then on Sunday, I'm doing the Laugh Factory in Long Beach. And I come back to Palm Springs where I live for a day, repack, go on to Minneapolis. Next day, do the show. Next day, leave. Next show, drive to Santa Clarita. And I start to do this movie called I Got Next. And I play a straight guy who's a basketball coach for special needs kids. So it's a sort of week of special needs, and I'm sort of helping, I'm bookending my thing. And then Sunday, I go to Gay Pride with the LGBTQ committee at Screen Actors Guild after.
Oh my God, I'm dizzy.
And then what do I have a day off to do something? And I think I go home after that, I think.
Holy moly.
All right, do your straight guy, go.
You kids, get out of there.
Believable.
I believe it.
That's a Minnesota dad.
I
just want to know what's going on here. All right, everybody. Hey, yeah, it's not a tea party. Let's go, babe. Come on. I got the voice. I got the movement. I got the short. I'm even wearing the shorts right now. Hey, babe, you, Blondie. My place later. Get it? Okay. I
can't bring Alex.
Here, I don't know who's
Can
yelling.
you please not be in the court in the middle of a play. That's all I'm asking. Just don't want to see you get hurt. That's all it is. I know it's a challenge, but you try to remember. Great, good. Keep up the good work. Yeah.
How do you memorize your lines? Is it pretty easy?
I have no idea. It's so
really?
It's so hard.
I
don't know what day it is. I don't even know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm about.
Go ahead.
No, I didn't want to take it off subject, but I was actually really curious because you said Laugh Factory. Is that your home club?
Laugh Factory, yes, has been my home club since probably the 80s rather. And Jamie Masada, the owner, has been incredibly supportive of me. And then I work a lot at the Comedy Chateau for Felix in North Hollywood. Also, Randy Lupus, who runs this festival, he has just been the most supportive comedian that I've ever worked with. He's so fabulous, and he's also so damn funny. It's so funny because for so many years I'd only seen him MC, and then I worked with him a couple times doing his act, and I was so impressed. And Randy is just terrific, and I love his wife Diana. She's a wonderful actress. So it's great.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Talk like this is like a Jewish meal. We're like, stop being so polite. It's annoying.
Okay. Have we seen you on Drunk History?
No, but you see me on a million things. People always say, "What have you been on?" I say, "Well, what have you watched?"
Tell us about Smothered. I want to hear more about Smothered.
Smothered is my new TV series. Not that new. So I did 2 seasons, co-wrote, co-star, co-produced, co-act with this guy, Mitch Hara, who's very talented. It's about these 2 guys who have been in a relationship for over 30 years, who hate each other but can't afford to get divorced.
Perfect.
I love that.
It just dropped last week on Tubi. So it's on Tubi. You can watch it there for free. It's also on Amazon. It's on the gay network Reverie. And it's also on YouTube. But if you go to smotheredtv.com, smotheredtv.com, you can see different ways to watch the show. It's 15 short form episodes. And I also won the Best Actor Award. And it was so in a comedy at the Indie Series Awards. And it was so funny. I've never won an award where I had to get up on stage, and you never think you're going to win. You never do, but you still plan something just in case, because you don't want to seem like a crazy person. And you wonder why people get on stage and start to cry and list people's names that nobody cares about. And you just stumble about. People don't realize how hard it is to get to the point that you do something that you're proud of, that people like your work, and that the audience also likes. And we've been really, really successful. I mean, indie projects just in general for me have been the saving grace of my career. And it's been able to get me other things when people think of me as limited. I mean, people have always underestimated me. I am a gay guy, I am a Jewish guy, but I'm a character actor. I can play I was in a movie called The Birth of a Nation where I played a white heterosexual Christian plantation owner in 1831. Yeah, it could happen.
Wow.
It's acting.
That's acting.
A description.
Hard times as small farmers like you and myself, breaking even's hard enough, but getting ahead's impossible. Now to save some, I cut them back to a meal a day per head. You ready, boy?
Wow.
That gave me a Django vibe.
Yeah,
almost.
that was
Totally.
terrifying. Do
Well-
you actually prefer the indie films and stuff like that? Do you get like more
I
freedom to be
prefer
creative?
working with talented people that don't yell at me.
That's the difference.
I like working with talented people. That's what, no matter what area it is. So to go to, this festival and work with Randy and, Maggie and all these other people is just so wonderful. God, Don McMillan, this wonderful Jeff and Willie, all these people, just it's just such a gift. I take it seriously. I take the work seriously. I just don't take myself seriously.
Do you wake up sometimes and just go, really, this is my life? I mean, I think we do that here in this business where we get to go and just sit around basically on the radio, have a beer with our friends and laugh, And
Are you drinking beer are you drunk now?
I think that should be our podcast. Just sitting around getting
Drinking,
a little drunky.
It should be called Are You Drunk Now?
Yeah. Yet. Are you drunk yet?
Are you drunk yet?
No,
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah.
We wrote that into the show's contract is we get a minimum of 4 beers per
This
show.
is not good. This is not good, pretty boy, because by the time you're 40, your name is going to be Sheila. Hi, how are you? You're going to be smoking a cigarette, wearing lipstick around your lips.
I'll be lucky. I'll be actually very satisfied if I make it to that point, because if we are drinking 4 beers a show, I'll be dead by then.
Please don't. Take care of yourselves. Yeah.
We can't wait for you to come June 4th, and Alex is going to show you around.
Tell me about the Crooners. What do you know about the Crooners?
What
I've
I
never
know
been.
is it's okay. People are wondering. I've never heard of this, and they say that they're on Highway 65 Northeast. Just remember, it's Minneapolis, but it's Fridley.
I almost went there yesterday.
Fridley?
It's Fridley. I used to live there. I used to live like really close to this.
What's Fridley?
Fridley is a suburb.
Oh, it's a place.
Yes, it's a little suburb. So I used to live very close to this club. I don't remember what it used to be called, so I'm not going to say it because then that won't help anyone.
I almost went to the show last night, and it looks
nice.
lovely.
Yes, it's been redone since I lived there years ago, but it's a beautiful place, and I don't know what they need to be more vocal about themselves because it's gorgeous. So anyway, Crooners Supper Club, 6161 Highway 65 Northeast, Fridley, Minneapolis, whatever you want to call it. But it's going to be great.
Everybody come. And if you forget all that, just go to jasonstuart.com, STUART, and look on the appearance page, and you'll see a little link, and that'll take you there. And you guys can ask me any question about any TV show that I'm working on. The thing that I'm working on next is the most exciting thing after this movie I do a couple days on. I'm doing my own film that I'm directing. I co-wrote with Lee Garlington. I'm co-producing, and I'm acting. And it's a drama, and it's called Redlining. And it's about the idea that we years and years and years ago, and still sometimes, is that people couldn't live in the same areas. White people had to live one area, black people, Jews, gays, the whole thing. And it's about this family this black and white family that live on the same property. And the black people work in the carriage house. And live in the carriage house and work for the white people. So when all the parents pass away, who gets the house and why? It's about generational wealth. And guess who I have in the movie? Lee Garlington from Field of Dreams and from Dead to Me, and she just did an episode of some great new Disney sitcom, and she's been in like over 250 or million TV shows. Alexandra Paul from Baywatch and Christine, Scott Krinsky from Chuck, Kareem Ferguson from Monster and that Winners thing, that basketball show.
Oh,
yeah.
I was going to say Alex Weldon because he said Alex, and I was like, Alex Weldon? He's so pretty. Put him on TV. And
Dalila Ali Raja from Grey's Anatomy and Scandal
cool.
and all those cool shows. So I've gotten some really fabulous people.
Wow.
Have you started filming?
I start that. I'm in pre-production now, so I'm
Okay.
actually starting. We just finished casting completely because there's kids that are playing us younger, and that was really interesting to cast. To have people come in and be able to see what they do, on Zoom and how they set up the stuff, and kids that were like 10, 11, 12 years old
with a gravelly voice like yours.
Oh, that's so weird to do, I would imagine.
Yeah, it was, because I'm used to dealing with adults, but kids were interesting. And they thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, they're too nice. But did you have to actually look in, like, you had to choose somebody to like play yourself almost as a
I let
child?
the casting director do that because I was so busy and I was so overwhelmed. I couldn't do it all. I cast all the adults. with my
That's what I
friends.
was wondering. I would think you'd want to be. I would be way too curious to. I would want to play a part in that and choosing what child
play
plays
Jew,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, you can play me younger. Does he look like me a little?
If I just fully shave, if I go actual Bic razor shave, I could look like I'm 12.
Really?
Yes.
That seems so inappropriate.
Yeah, it seems weird.
Well, when it's turned around on me like that, yeah. Now I feel, kind of slightly. Oh, shoot.
Oh, look at that. Can you see this right here in back of me?
Yeah.
That's me
Tell
on
me about
the Out magazine for the Out 100 2022. That was such a big deal for me. I didn't
Well,
realize.
what happened in 2023?
Oh God, what are you, my mother? And
Why didn't you get
you
that one?
couldn't get it again. You couldn't do it twice. What did you do? What did you say? Did you piss somebody off? Did you
in
say
3
something?
years. Why have you not have another one?
Make mother proud.
It's 29 years it took me to get on that list.
I know it's probably
Wow.
hard for her, but does she ever travel with you or still see you perform at all or no?
She does occasionally here in Palm Springs. She'll come and she'll start talking to me in the show as if we were just talking.
There's no audience. Oh my
She's the
God.
heckler.
And she also, I do all these videos with her shopping because she's obsessed with Ross Dress for Less. Obsessed. It's just crazy. I said, Mom, what's that in your basket? She says it's a blouse. I said it has 3 arms. She says, I don't give a shit. It's $1.99.
I'll make a bow.
All right, bring your mom. Stacy will go
That's what
shopping.
she said. She'll make a bow out of it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then Alex will
And she
take
says
it
to me
around.
when I started doing Smothered a couple years ago, she says, I should play your mother. Everybody thinks I'm so funny. I said, Mom, you're going to have to come to LA. No, they have to come here to me. I'm not leaving. I said, Mom, we're shooting there. She says, and anyway, you'd have to memorize lines and stuff. She says, I don't need to memorize lines. My fans like me the way I am.
Her fans.
She
Her
should be.
fans.
She's a star and she knows it.
That's right.
She
Keep
is.
that
I mean,
on.
her
Keep that
videos get more plays than mine.
on. Oh my God.
You got to sometimes say, where would you be without me? That's what you need to say to her, you know?
Oh God, she was
Remind
when I
her.
was a kid. She was so funny. She would get mad at me and my brother. She'd say, "If you kids don't stop this shit, I'm sending you all to military school." I said, "Fabulous." Get your purse. Come on, I hear they shave people.
Did she get funnier as she got older, or do you think
You know
your
what's so
humor changed?
funny is I have developed this character for her in my act. And I don't know whether she is the character or she's become the character I've developed or what. I really don't know. But I know when we take a walk around the complex, I have to say, get the bra on, the teeth, don't forget your hearing aid, let's get some water. She said, don't boss me around. I know what to do.
You kind of can't blame people for that. Her videos getting a lot of views because now I'm curious about this woman.
They're all over my TikTok and they're all over my Facebook page. And if you're going to go to jasonstewart.com, STUART, you'll see social media. I'm on everything.
Jason, I think Alex.
Yeah, we follow.
I think Alex just applied to be your new stepfather. Is what I think he just
Really?
actually. Yeah, I just.
And you know my second album, right? My second comedy album is called "I'm the Daddy and I Have Candy."
Oh my.
That's me. I promote tomfoolery in this family.
Yeah, it seems different coming from him than it does you.
It does very much. I try and jump in and I just feel wrong.
Well, I am
just
a
feel
daddy,
wrong.
but all my kids are in their 20s and 30s, so don't worry.
That's around 30. That's fine. I fit right in.
Huh,
Not a big deal.
Okay.
What are you wearing today in school, young boy? Are you wearing shorts too?
Yeah.
Well, now I'm
No,
terrified.
stand
Now
up.
I'm
No,
terrified.
stand up. I had to. You had
Hey,
to.
at least I've got designer on.
Come on,
At least I
let's
got
go.
designer on.
And it's Puma.
Hang on.
And
They're
Yeah,
too
well,
baggy.
Baseball socks.
we are
They're too
dressed the
baggy.
same.
Too baggy. Oh, is it cold in Minneapolis now?
I told you it's cold in this studio, and we're just
Well, is it
freezing.
cold outside?
It's about 70 right
It's
now.
nice out.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, and those tattoos, I want to tell you right now, they're never going to come off. They're never going to.
You want to see? You want to
By
see a
the
worse one?
Yeah, let's see.
18
Oh,
years old.
that's just
on the neck.
Alex, that's just stupid. Okay. That's
You
it's
wanna-
stupid. What is it? Where do you put a tattoo? I mean, when I was a kid, you put a tattoo on your arm. It was nice. It would say your lover's name or mom. Now, where's your tattoo? It's here. It's here. It's on the neck. It's up my butt. It's on my penis. I don't know when it's crazy.
I'm proud to say I've been self-destructive since 17 years old.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. When you
Yes.
look like you can be self-destructive. When you look like me, you have to spend an hour getting ready to do this Fakakta interview.
Jason Stewart.
Yay.
Again, Jason, what's your website again? We want people to go there.
JasonStewart.com, STUART, Everything is there. All my social media. You'll see videos of me. You'll see my acting, my stand-up. You'll laugh. You'll cry. It's better than Cats.
And I know at least Staci and I don't want to speak for you guys, but I believe we're going away. We can be able to meet you and be able to say hi, shake your hand,
Please,
around.
I need you to. Everyone can come. Even the girl. Yes.
Yay!
Come.
Oh, the girl can go.
Girl, you can be my
Hooray.
+1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys really going to come, or are you just saying that? Come on.
Yes.
Oh,
And
really?
I
That would
actually,
be- Okay,
I'm
so
doing
everybody
that.
right now listening to this, these three will come as if you want to meet them in person, come to see my show.
yeah.
Oh, I'm probably gonna hang out with my wife that night. So we're gonna play Mario Kart. Or
He's
something.
We don't need
sickeningly
you.
in love.
I
It's
just-
so
Is
irritating.
that okay, or is it?
Are you're going to play cards while my show is on?
No, Mario Kart. We're gonna.
What is that?
You don't know what Mario Kart
Can,
is?
give him the background of this really quick.
Really quickly, yes.
Mario Kart is.
No, not what Mario Kart is.
I don't know what you want.
We can never drag him. He's gotten married to this absolutely wonderful angel. And now we can't get him out of the house.
So what he's done
What?
is he's married up.
Oh, no
Yeah.
doubt.
Yes, yeah.
Way out of his
He
league.
used to be crabby, but now he's not.
Can you come
young
to a
man,
show?
Young
for
man,
us?
young man, let me school you right now.
Yes.
Don't keep her in the house, take her out, because if you keep her in the house, it's going to be over. She's going to get one day.
I'm
Just
not
do-
keeping her in the house.
I don't even talk. Do what you're told. You're coming
Yep.
to the show. That's it.
Okay.
You're coming. If you
Coming to
don't
the show.
come, I swear to God,
will-
Alex and I already spoke, and I'm going to come to your house. He's given me the address.
He's not going to do anything. He thinks your name's John.
Well,
That's
I don't
my-
care.
that's my
When you
nickname
look like
for
him,
him.
you can call me anything you want.
Yeah, that's right. That's my nickname. That's my pet name for
That's
him.
his pet name for. Okay, he has
That's
a pet name
I-
for
I'm
Jason.
gonna hang around Jason
And the
a
girl.
little.
And the girl. Yeah.
And
yeah,
the girl.
yeah.
This
Stacy
is
with
like
an I.
Mad Men. Get the
Really?
girl. Yeah.
He only knows Alex's name. He's just Alex and the girl and the guy.
No, but he knows Staci and I are proper comedy fans. though.
Correct,
That's
yes,
he identifies that. He
Yeah.
gets that.
Mario Boys. What kind of woman wants to play Mario Boys? She wants to be taken out. She wants to be wined and dined. Let her dress up. Let somebody look at her and go, wow. And you go, oh my God, I'm so lucky she's mine. Don't be an idiot. Do
Okay.
what you're
You know, I'll just say yes.
That is some good advice.
gonna say
Don't be
yes.
an idiot.
Yes.
Hurts your
100%.
feelings every time, but it's good advice.
I will do it every time
Why
I
should
hear
you
it.
hurt your feelings? Don't be an idiot. It's so easy. Just do what I tell you. You won't be an idiot. That's it.
I won't be.
This is my favorite podcast for a while because he's just getting
Yep.
beaten.
Just getting beat up. You know, it was funny. We were always scared when Jeff Ross came in studio like a month ago. And we're like, oh, Jason Stewart, he's going to be so sweet. And then
I
come
am
in with,
sweet.
You're good.
It was Jeff crazy.
Jeff had, Jeff did his show here. He was super funny, but he had a great story that Alex brought up about his grandfather in the ring and the whole banana story. And Jeff was great. Jeff
Yeah.
was super cool.
It was a
He's
different
absolutely
TV show.
hysterical. I've known him forever.
Yeah.
He did a very different show. It's more autobiographical, and it was sweet. It was funny, but it was also sweet and endearing.
So
And
he's doing a solo show now.
yeah,
Oh,
it was
wow.
really cool.
Good for him. Good
Yeah,
for
you-
him. I think it's
Yeah, it was
time.
nice.
It's
I
time.
think he
He's
got it
gonna
on Broadway now. It's going to be going.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
I think I might be hope not misquoting, but I think he got it up there for some point in the near
If
future.
anybody goes to Broadway, go to see my friend Sandra Valls, comedian, actress, singer, who's in Real Women Have Curves, the musical. She's 59 years old, and she's in her first Broadway musical, and we're all so excited for her.
That's
bless her heart.
awesome.
Yes. And also go see Jean Smart in a solo show that she's doing. Jean is a friend, and she's got
Love
a solo show. Yeah, there's some wonderful people on Broadway. If you're what am I, a publicist?
I was going to say, you just keep going.
Are you going to drop any more names?
He's the best friend.
Yeah, watch my series Smothered. Look for my movie Redlining. And if you want to donate, go to the parents page and press news, and you'll see it there. We're actually taking donations still for the movie. If you want to see a movie about redlining and see about the equality of people in this time of unrest.
Do we get a little our name in the credits or something?
Yes, if you give any more money, you will get if you give under $1,000, you'll get a thanks, and if you give over $1,000, you get to be executive producer. You wouldn't believe some people out of nowhere, and I just started to cry, because all my life I've wanted to do work that meant something. The idea of going into a movie theater when I was a kid, seeing something I've never seen before, and learning about something different, has always been basically my education, because being a gay kid, I never went to college because I was so afraid of kids. I was so afraid of everybody because I was bullied and beat up and verbally treated badly growing up as a kid. So I thought, I'm not going to go to college and have that same thing happen. Little did I know, if I would have went, I would have been with people my own age, but everything was going on in my head. So I never went to college. So my college really was the movies. It's like I remember seeing Field of Dreams and learning about my relationship with my father. I remember seeing Dances with Wolves, and I learned about, Indian people. Even though there was a white savior in the film, I learned about Indians, which I've never learned. And then I saw Killer Moon, the Scorsese film, and I thought, oh my God, I've really learned about American history. And then Birth of a Nation was about Black abolitionist Nat Turner. To be in that movie about Black people in this country, and to take off your shoes, put on the shoes of Black brothers and sisters, and just shut up and listen and learn about what Black people have had to deal with in this country was such an incredible learning experience for me. And that's part of my movie because of my friend Kareem, my friend Dalila, my friend Lena, all my good dear friends that are not like just friend Lee, that are my personal friends that, that are part of my inner family of choice. And I learned all this stuff by going to the movies, reading books, watching television, going to the theater. So art is so important. And the idea that this could happen, that someone can walk in and see something I've done and see something in a different way, is just a gift. It's a gift.
Makes you so proud. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then if you come to my show, it's the same way with stand-up. You start to learn about my point of view in life and what I've had to deal with. And when we all laugh together at the same time, it's a group learn. It's a group experience. It's like when we started, you guys were, who is this guy? How do I deal with him? And then all of a sudden you just jumped in.
Yeah. In the pool.
Right in there. You're headlining Wednesday night at CROONERS Supper Club for the Loons on the Lake Comedy Festival. That's June 4th, 7 p.m. Jason, thanks for spending your time with us. We appreciate it, man.
And also
with Maggie Ferris. With Maggie Ferris.
With Maggie Ferris, yes.
And definitely go to jasonstewart.com because you've got all the stuff that we've talked about in this podcast. You can find the links and stuff like you actually got it very well set up there. So
Jason, thank you, and we'll see you on June 4th. Maybe Alex will see you June 3rd at night.
I'll pick you up at the airport, for the love of God.
Call Randy and tell him you will. That would just be so great.
I'll do that. Perfect.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks for
Seriously.
joining us. There you go. That is Jason Stewart. That's
what a
Staci Hutch.
treat.
Too much. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly excited about June 4th now.
Yeah.
To pick him up?
I know.
I think so.
Okay. All right. There
I
you
think
go.
so.
It's
You
fun
have to
meet
document.
new
And then we're
picking
just
him
going to
up.
roast you in the car as I'm driving into the
Oh my
hotel.
God.
Works for me.
I'll film everything.
It's Staci Hutch, say too much. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.